What's up guys, this is Amato again today, and this is going to be the updated version of my decks, or Fable deck list, for March 2013 format. And before I get started, I just want to say sorry for not having any videos recently. I've, I don't know, just been lacking. But hopefully this makes up for it, and maybe with my birthday coming up, I might be able to get a new TV, and maybe then I'll be putting up a whole bunch of videos. So, to get started, we have a triple Fabled Chawa, just obvious staples of the deck. Same thing with triple Fabled Grimro. Again, it's just the usual. Three Fabled Cerebral in this deck. I feel like it's important, I guess. Two Fabled Ganashia. I've been going back and forth between 32, but two works. Two Kushano. There was a moment in time where I was running double Kushano with Sangan, but I decided to go down to one Kushano and one Sangan a while ago. It was just for consistency issues, but now that Sangan is banned, I replaced the Sangan with the second Kushano once again. And it's just for consistency with Tour Guide, and Kushano isn't that bad of a card. Double Fabled Cruise, it's always been at 2. And then one Fabled Nizochi, and one Fabled Uri. Now, moving on to the monster support, I have double Tour Guide. Once again, it targets the Kushanos, and it's an instant exceed play. It gets the Kushanos to the graveyard. It's a good card to have. A double Reborn Tengu. Obvious reasons. This is just synchro material. Just get it to the graveyard. Just get another one. Just keep summoning it. Snipe Hunter, the Tricky, and Morphing Jar are all non-fabled monsters that help the deck out by being able to discard and getting effects off of them. I just run one of each because I don't know. It's just I used to run 2 Trickies and then I went down to none. Now I'm back to 1. It's all for consistency. Like Fabled, you really have to know how to play them consistently in order to be able to choose your decks and stuff like that. But these are mine. And that's it for the monsters. It's a pretty average monster count. It's not too high, it's not too low. It's just in the middle. Spells, you have Reborn, Dark Hole, Heavy, Book, and then double MST for the, the obvious staples. And then for Fabled staples, I have Mind Control and Pot of Avarice. I consider those two to be staples for this deck because you need a Pot of Avarice. And with a deck that runs this many tuners, you'd be crazy not to run Mind Control. And after the other various spells, just to help discard, I got Reincarnation, Card Destruction, and then double Dark Will Dealings. These are all just my personal choices. Monster Reincarnation gives you an extra search. Dark Will Dealing is just for consistency and a discard fodder. And then Card Destruction because it's Card Destruction. Moving on to the traps. For traps, I am only running double Reckless Greed and double World Cree. This is just my personal opinion. I've gone back and forth between actually running traps and running no traps, and I feel like this works best for me. Because even if you draw both of these in your hand, you can still get the Reckless effect off if you know how to chain them properly. And again, Reckless just adds even more consistency to the deck, which is what I've been trying to do with every single one of my deck builds. So that's it for the main deck. Main deck is 40 cards. I never go over 40 with this deck, because if I do, it just messes me up. Extra deck wise, I have a Zen Mains for the Tour Guide plays. Same thing with Leviathan Dragon, also Tour Guide plays. Formula Synchron for the Lyri. Unicorn, this thing wins me games so many times. I don't understand why people would run the other one. What's his name? Kudabi over this guy? I mean, yeah, his effect is super situational, but if you can get him out in a situation where his effect can go off, you're guaranteed to win. Librarian for 5, Catastor for 5, double Fabled Reagan, the draw engine of the deck, Gaia Knight, Black Rose, Stardust, and Scrap Dragon. And then I have a Fabled Leviathan for the 10, a Shooting Star, and then a Shooting Quasar Dragon. Extra deck is also 15 cards. And then side deck, This is personal preference. You can just do whatever you want with the side deck, but this is the way that I choose mine. I have a black winged dragon to counter burn. It's an easy synchro to get out in this deck. Double Thunder King Ryo, just, you know, for those decks that really need it. And I've actually main decked Thunder King Ryos before, so I know how to play with them in the deck. It's not too difficult. Double Chaos Center, for if I go up against macro or anything that special summons a lot of big beaters. It's 2500 monster by discarding, and then cards can be removed from play. So it's a really nice card to have in the deck. One Fabled Galabas. This is a personal tech. If you don't know what it does, I can discard a card to destroy one face-up monster that has 1500 or less defense. So let's say you're going up against a deck that brings out a lot of beaters, but you've noticed that all of their defenses are relatively low. You can side in this guy, and then not only do you get a discard off of him, but you also get a destruction effect from this guy. So he's a nice tech for me. I side Double Twister again for those macro, and then I side the third MST also. I used to main deck third MST, but for consistency issues I went down to 2. Double Smashing Ground. This is personal preference. Again, not many people side these, but I just like to side them because I'm old school, I guess. System down for anything machine. System down is amazing. Then double Shadow Imprisoning and the third World Kree. So that's it for my Fable deck, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Give me any suggestions or anything like that in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next time.